For context, my 28F boyfriend 32M and I recently moved in together. It's something we've been talking about, and when his lease ended he moved into my apartment. I have a cat, CJ, who is my baby that I've had since he was a kitten. Back when my BF and I first started dating, he made the joke that if we were ever going to live together, he'd have to get rid of that cat, which I dismissed at the time. When he would come over, he would ignore CJ, making jokes about how cats are stuck up, how much he's a dog person. Again, I dismissed this. BC he never acted hostile towards I figured it was just a preference. When we started to get serious about moving in, he asked if I would consider giving his away. BC he didn't like the idea of living with a cat. I almost laughed before realizing he was serious. I told him that under no circumstances would I get rid of my cat. I felt guilty about being unwilling to compromise, but he actually took it well, and reassured me that if he was this important to me, he'd get over it. Fast forward to last night. I don't think he realized I was in the kitchen when he came home. CJ was on the couch, and I heard him go into the room and give this sigh. Before I could call out, I heard him say, "You're so fucking worthless." It terrified me, because I've never ever heard him speak with such malice. He sounded like a different person. It was just so cold and hostile that I panicked and rushed out there to see him looking at CJ. Here's where I might be the asshole. I completely freaked out. I was yelling, asking what he thought he was doing talking to us like that. He jumped, and I scooped CJ up and told him to leave my apartment right now. He looked so stunned and started to argue, asking where was he supposed to go. I told him that I don't care, he just needs to leave. He was pissed and said he was going for a drive and slammed the door behind him. I immediately started sobbing and holding CJ. I was shaking and he could tell I was upset and kept cuddling me. She calmed me down, and later when he texted asking if he could come back, I said yes. I put CJ in the bedroom so we could talk. We were both a lot calmer, and I felt awful after he explained his side. I'll often call CJ little names, and he said he was just trying to be playfully mean to and misjudged his tone, but he said it felt awful that I chose a cat over him, and that I called it my apartment when it's supposed to be our place. He told me he was constantly feeling second best to CJ, who I wouldn't even consider rehoming, and I had thrown him out over an animal when he's a person. I explained to him how much he means to me, and apologized for ever making him feel like this wasn't his home. I think I might have overreacted, but I just don't know. He's my boyfriend and his is something I keep refusing to compromise on, but I also don't believe that he just misjudged his tone. What would you do?